Today's video is an open letter to Andrew Callaghan of Channel 5 News, and I'm going to try to go through this pretty quickly. So, open letter to Andrew Callaghan, my friend of Channel 5 News. So, gonna reference this real quick, this video that I did with your interview with Shia LaBeouf where you said you wanted to believe. Well, I hope that in future days you turn more into a believer than you may already be. Get ready to see some miracles, Lord willing. I hope stuff like this can kind of encourage people in their faith and make them a, believer and put their trust in God. So I saw this video that you posted 10 days ago about the lawsuit that you were in, and it really pissed me off. I hate bullies. So, and I have James 2:6-7. Is it not the rich who oppress you and personally drag you into court? Do they not blaspheme the fair name by which you have been called? It's just so, I hate bullies that want to oppress and bully and cause harm and destroy for no purpose, for no reason. It's just completely unnecessary. They just derive enjoyment from destroying others, like men on a power trip, mostly men, where I've seen it. And it's just they want to, I don't know, I think they just love power and control, and it's like they, plateau with where they're currently at in life. So instead of, additional growth, well, they get enjoyment out of destroying others. And yeah. So I saw this. I was really sorry for the lawsuit that you were enduring for the past couple years. Yep. I hate bullies. So, but I was glad that you got the funds that you needed within a short amount of time in order to fight that battle. And then you posted this video, the lawsuit update, and you expressed humility, how people just kind of resonate with your channel and your mission and the purposes that you're in alignment with. I think one of the reasons for why people resonate with you, I think it's because you're fighting a united front. We all want the truth, except for the narcissists that you talk about in Hollywood. Narcissists don't want the truth because they want you to buy into their lies and their fabricated reality. Yep. So we all want the truth except for the narcissist. You're fighting a united front. We all want the truth, and your work that you're doing, it's in accord with the will of God. And I pray that He continues to bless you and that you also stay humble. Pride, greed, and jealousy ruins kingdoms. Ask Nebuchadnezzar. So I have Daniel 4 there as like a reminder for you. But in that lawsuit update, you mentioned that you have positions open for video editing, and I have someone that I wanted to recommend for you as a referral. And it just so happens that 4 days ago, I posted a video about his media skills, if anyone was looking for a talented person with media needs. So I posted this video because I heard a rumor that a while ago when he applied for a job that was media related, he didn't get it because they contacted one of his references, and that reference spoke malicious lies against him and his skills and his abilities and his work and what he's able to produce. So I made this video, justice for my friend, because I hate bullies. So good news is that I have a good candidate for you. I made this video 4 days ago. Right now it's on either unlisted or private. I might make some edits to it, but I'm going to include the segment where I talk about him and his media skills and talents in this video. So, yep, 4 days ago I posted a video about my friend's awesome media skills. I'm not sure if he's able to move across country, but you'll have to work something out because he's too valuable not to have on your team. So I don't know what, you know, to what extent he would be able to like move across country full time for this, or if you're able to have a remote position for him. But he's too valuable not to have on your team. He's really good at recording media, editing media, speaking English, speaking Spanish, translating between the two. He's really good with people. He's not self-righteous. He's able to relate to other people, and I think he's a good interviewer, and he's able to have a conversation even though people might disagree on a certain point. So I just think he's too valuable not to have on your team, and if the location is an issue, I mean, that should be able to get worked out somehow. So yeah. And with his translation skills, well, that'll set you up for dun, 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 Channel 5, Espanol. So with him on your group, you probably already have Spanish speakers on your group, in your team also. But, I mean, you got to dream big, Andrew. You have a globe here with the number 5 over it, so prestige worldwide. Then you can do Channel 5 Espanol, and he can help with that endeavor as you grow your reach and your extent and distributing truth to the nations. So, yep. I think Edgar's really valuable. He has a lot of skills and talents with media as a person. Teaching. You just have to have him on your team in some way, shape, or form. So you're going to have to figure it out if he's not able to move to California. So, yep. So I wanted to record this real quick, put it out there for you, Andrew, so you can make contact with my friend. Get the ball rolling. Those projects look really cool. Good luck with your lawsuit. I hate bullies. I'll be praying for you, imprecatory prayers against them. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Bye. So back to Edgar. So what I've witnessed in regards to Edgar's work ethic and skill set regarding media, when he was at Cornerstone and then also outside of Cornerstone. Well, every instance that Edgar and his work was brought up, Mark rendered much praise and commendation. So we would have Members Matters meetings. We would be there. We would talk about the website, the app, how we'd have a lot of visitors because of, they found our website online. And Mark would give much praise and affirmation and commendation towards Edgar and his work with the media and the website and all of these social media things and the traffic that they were getting, and then the visitors that would come as a result of, hearing about us online. So every instance that Edgar and his work was brought up, Mark rendered much praise and commendation. In seasons where Cornerstone was getting many visitors, the majority of the time it was because of Cornerstone's placement when searching for churches online. It's like, how did you hear about us? Oh, I saw your website online when I did a search. I saw you on social media. It wasn't so much like word of mouth. It was they found us through social media regarding different avenues that you could, be made aware of a church on social media. Yep. And I made a joke once that Edgar ought to be getting paid commission because his work with the media and online and how that's bringing in this influx of visitors. It's like, well, he should be getting paid commission. Also, in the Yelp review left by Hannah's husband, Alexander, he states that he also affirms that the reason that Cornerstone has high traffic is because they come, first at the top of searches. They have good SEO. So, and here's a screenshot of Alexander's Yelp review. This is a cult-like false church. They have good SEO. So they come to the top of the list for Reformed Baptist churches in the area. So here, you know, they have good SEO. That is all, that's all Edgar. That's Edgar's work. Edgar's media skills, Edgar's knowledge of SEO and keywords and how to make something visible. That's all Edgar. Cornerstone having good SEO, that was all Edgar. So here, you know, Alexander he has a negative review against Cornerstone, which I affirm. I think it's a true testimony. And, you know, he's testifying of Cornerstone's good SEO, but behind that, he's giving, you know, testimony of Edgar's media skills. The good SEO, well, that's all Edgar. So that's, you know, another commendation and affirmation towards Edgar and his work and his knowledge and the value that he can provide. Yes. And then what I've witnessed from Edgar outside of Cornerstone, well, Edgar has helped me with every media-related question I've had and every media-related problem I've needed help with. So even this channel, when I started off, I'm calling Edgar, how do I do this? How do I edit video? How do I get it so that I can have video in a little corner? How do I... Yeah, and Edgar explained it all, and then I put his provision is often more than what's needed. When he explains, when he teaches, often he'll give more information than what, like if you have a question, he'll answer it, and then he'll give you more. So he provides more than what's required. It's like not only does he sufficiently answer your question, but he will give you additional knowledge in the same sphere of media and tech and things like that. So oftentimes, and he is a good teacher and he's very knowledgeable about this stuff, so it is helpful, but yep, he's a great help. So that's what I've witnessed from Edgar regarding media. And I know he's done good work with other larger productions. So that's what I've witnessed from Edgar regarding his skill set and his work ethic and what he's able to provide. More info on what I believe makes Edgar a valuable asset. If someone, you know, needed a job to be filled or they wanted, you know, to bring someone on their team. Well, he's always wanting to grow and develop. If something needs to be done, like you might hire him for a certain task and then it's like, oh, there's this other task that comes up, and it's like, it might not be the task that you hired Edgar to do, but you might find out like, oh, Edgar can also do this. Edgar can also do this. Edgar can also do this. And Edgar's always wanting to grow and develop and, you know, learn a new skill and become proficient and good. He does photography. He's just very, I think he likes learning new skills and, you know, staying ahead of the curve. And if there's something new, it's like he wants to grow himself and understand how to do that skill and develop himself as a person. So if there's like another task that you have, if it's something that needs to be done, and let's say Edgar doesn't know how to do it, Edgar lacks the knowledge skill, well, he knows where to go and how to educate himself in order to get things done. So even if Edgar hasn't done a certain task, well, he knows how to educate himself and teach himself how to do a certain task. So, you know, if there are media things and you're doing an interview and you're like, Edgar, have you ever done this? Do you have experience? You know, we need this, you know, something done. Even if Edgar hasn't done that task, he's able to go and figure out how to do that task and perform it in a way where exceptional, I don't know, and he is also self-aware of his capabilities. So if you have something that needs to be done, I think Edgar is self-aware to the point where it's like, I've never done that before, but I'm confident I can learn and do that. But he won't say that in vain. If he says like, I can do that, he has this self-awareness where he's not going to overcommit vainly. So it's like he knows when not to say like, I can do this. He knows when to say, we should probably look for someone else regarding this task. So if you have tasks that need to be accomplished, and let's say it's something that Edgar has never done or he doesn't know how to do at that moment, I think he has the self-awareness to know, like, oh, that is something that I could teach myself and do it, versus, yeah, that's kind of more of a niche area. We should look for someone that is skilled in this to perform this task for us. So I think he has that self-awareness where he's able to discern what he can commit to. Like, yeah, that is something I can go out and learn and teach myself and do, versus, yeah, I think that's above my capacity at this time. And considering its importance, we should seek someone that is already skilled and competent in order to do this. So that's like another, what makes Edgar a valuable asset. And also just who he is as a person, like his energy, his outlook on life, his optimism, his positivity, his energy, and his encouragement that he gives towards others. He wants the best for everyone. He knows people need help. He doesn't view others with contempt or tear them down. He wants everyone to grow. So that, his energy, his mindset, his spirit, his outlook on life, his mentality, and how he relates to others, he's very encouraging and motivating and uplifting. So having that type of person on a team provides a value that's, you can't really measure the value of that. Like if he encourages other people to, motivate them to perform their work, it's like, the work that they perform, it's like Edgar also has an involvement in that. So, but that can't really, be measured. That's like it's like an intangible value added just for who he is as a person and how he relates to other people in the team, and that he's encouraging and wants to help them. And if there's, struggles that they're having that could be a source of like stress and anxiety, well, those stresses and worries and anxieties, well, that could weigh someone down. And now it's like they're not able to perform a task more efficiently. But, Edgar is very encouraging. So it's like, by helping people with their worries and fears and anxieties, well, now it's like that burden gets lifted off them, and then it's like they're able to mentally perform better, function better. So because of Edgar's skill set there, it's like his value is more far-reaching, and it can't be really like measured. It can't be reduced to simply the tasks that he completes, because he has a value with the team that it's like the tasks they complete, well, and the performance of the other members, I think Edgar also contributes to that as well. So I think that's what makes him like exceptionally valuable to have on a company or in a team. It's not just what he's able to produce and perform and deliver work-wise, but the impact that he has on the rest of the team. Edgar is multi-talented and multifaceted. Like I mentioned earlier, there might be like a specific task that you need help with, and it's like you might bring him on board for that certain task, and then you'll find out that he's able to help out in all these other different ways. And it's not like that can be, you know, all included on a resume, and it's not, it's hard to know that, like, during an interview, if you're interviewing regarding, you know, someone's skill set with this, you know, one need that you need filled, stuff like that isn't readily made known or made visible. So that's why I want to highlight it in this video as well. Yep, he's multifaceted and multi-talented. And he, I have this worded like this: he likes being flashy, but not in a prideful way to where he's competing for center of attention. So Edgar does have this flashy, you know, he likes being flashy, and some people do that in order to compensate for like who they are. They go merely by appearances. So Edgar does have a polished appearance, and he is well, you know, he presents well visually and audibly. He can speak Spanish very well. He can speak English very well. He's a good communicator. So it's a very pleasing experience visually and audibly, you know, with Edgar as he presents himself. And he does like to be a little flashy. I don't think that's a bad thing. But with being flashy and like multifaceted, there's like this diamond imagery that comes up. And since I'm on this Taylor Swift theme, it made me think of the song Bejeweled. Like where she says, when I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer. So like if you're in a meeting room or a boardroom, like Edgar's presence there, it does make the place shimmer. He's multi-talented, he's multifaceted, he's multi-skilled. The input that he provides is like he will shine, you know, in a meeting room, in a boardroom, because of his skill sets, his experience, what he's able to provide. Just by being himself and wanting to contribute in a helpful way. He's gonna sparkle, he's gonna shine, he's a diamond, he's multifaceted. So yeah, what's a girl gonna do? A diamond's gonna shine. So Edgar is a diamond. He's polished, he has a, you know, a multifaceted skill set. He can't help but shine. You know, the ways in which he can contribute, it's multifaceted. It's valuable. So I think if you bring him into like a team or doing media, well, he's just gonna shine simply by being himself in the ways which he can help, in the ways which he can serve, both with like the company goals and then how he can help people as well. So that's why I included the lyric, these lyrics from Bejeweled by Taylor Swift. But that concludes this video. Justice for Edgar Nazario. He's really good at media. If you have media needs, you should reach out to him. He'll do good work. That's my experience with him, and his help and the ways that he has helped me in regards to media. So, yep, justice for Edgar Nazario. He does good work. That's it for this video. Okay, thanks. Bye.